everyone, and welcome to Hometown Hype's first episode of the Beech Show. We'd like to thank everybody for their support and following us all through the 2016 football season. We are starting to change things up a little bit. We're going to have a weekly show filled with special segments, game highlights, interviews, and talks with head coach Jay Beech. With that being said, I'd like to go ahead and welcome Coach Jay Beech to the show. Thank you for coming on the show, Coach.
Thank you for having me.
I'm super excited to have you here. And Coach, let's go ahead and get started, get our feet running. You had a phenomenal year last year. I mean, 2016 was literally record-setting. Can you tell us how it is coming off of such a great season and coming into the 2017 season? Are you excited? Are you nervous?
Yeah, very excited. Last year was a great year for us, and we did had a lot of firsts. First time we went to the third round of playoffs. Or first time we won a third round playoff game. First time we went to a South State championship game. First time we've been to a state championship. It was a great year, a real fun ride for us. Great experience for our kids and the community. But that's over. That's done. That's over. If we dwell on that, we won't be very successful this year. The only benefit is that our kids know, and we believe now. We believe we can win any game or against any opponent we play against. So that's a good thing. That'll carry over to this year. But other than that, last year's over. We have a lot of young kids that are filling some spots, and it's gonna take a lot of hard work to get back to that level we played at the end of last year.
Yes, and it absolutely does take a lot of hard work to get to that level that you had last year. And we're going to talk about the 2017 coming season, but reflecting back, we do have two players that went on to play. They're going to be playing at PRCC this coming fall. Jamboree Waller, who was vital to the defense. He excelled at defensive end last year, and one of our star running backs, Jesse Purnell, will also be playing over there. So tell me how important that is for your program to be able to produce players that are able to play at the next level like that.
Yeah, it's very important for our program to produce players that can go on and play and be successful at the next level. If college coaches sign our kids and our kids get there and they're prepared and they do well, that will just encourage them to come look at more of our student athletes. So I'm very proud of Jamboree and very proud of Jesse. I know they're ready and they're capable and they're going to do well. And I'm excited to watch them play this year.
Absolutely, I think we all are. But right now, let's take a short break. And before we talk about Friday's Jamboree game, let's see how the Green Machine, cheerleaders, and honeybees have been getting ready for this football season. Hey everybody, and welcome to this special segment of Hometown Hype. And we all love football, but it just wouldn't be the same at Poplarville High School without the support and spirit of our dancers, our cheer team, and our band. So here we have with us our cheer coach, Miss Amy Alexander, our dance team coach, Morgan Smith, almost said Morgan Head, our band director, Mr. Tidwell, and our new color guard director, Miss Misty Hepta. So I'm going to start off and I'm going to ask y'all a couple of questions. So let's start with Mr. Tidwell. We've all seen y'all out there working hard over the summer. Everybody talks about those football summer practices, but we saw y'all out there, those band people, they were getting it out there this summer. Tell us a little bit about this upcoming year, what kind of arrangements you have, and a little bit about the theme that you have.
Okay, well, the first new thing that we've done this year is instead of doing an 8 to 5 1 week band camp, we made it 8 to 3 for 1 week, and then we did an 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. week. So we've been at it for nearly a month before school even started. And the kids were out there with all the heat and the rain, and we still got a lot of things accomplished. We got our entire first piece of music moving on the field before we finished camp.
Awesome.
Our theme for this year is an abstract theme. We're doing one that is a musical sketch of the timeline of a car engine being built. It's an original work by a composer named Randall Standridge. The three movements are titled Rev, which is a really high energy, pushing forward type piece of music. Then we have Idle, which is going to feature a soloist, and it's more laid back, like whenever you're idling in your car at a stoplight or such as that. And the final piece is a concert piece that he wrote for advanced middle school bands, but whenever you're a marching band, you don't play music as high a difficulty level as you do whenever you're sitting down to play.
Right.
So it is very appropriate for high school band, and it is called Adrenaline Engines.
Well, that sounds really cool. I can't wait to see that and
It's a really fun
hear
show.
that. That sounds really awesome. But cool. So let's go to Miss Misty. This is your first year as the color guard director. You worked with the color guard last year a little bit, but now you're in the lead role this year. Tell us a little bit about your history with color guard and what can we expect this year.
They're going to be doing a lot more dance this year. They're just kind of new for them because maybe 2 or 3 they've never really danced before. They're doing harder flag technique, and some of it's almost on the college level. And I'm really proud of them because they jumped in with both feet and seemed to embrace it and be excited. So
That's really awesome, and you've had fun doing it and everything. That's really cool. That's really cool. I'm excited to see that, especially how good you said you're doing. Let's go to Miss Morgan, and this is your first year as well doing the dance team. So you have 2 new roles this year. You're working at the high school, and where you were working at the lower elementary. And you're now coaching the dance team, the Honeybees. Tell us about their successes over the summer. We know that y'all went to camp, and tell us a little bit about that, and also what we can expect this year.
I'm super proud of them this summer. We did a home routine, we did a pom routine. They don't really love pom. In the past, they're like, we're not any good at pom. And they went and they placed 2nd place overall. And every girl received blue ribbons on all of the dances they learned. And so that awarded them a superior trophy and a bid to go to Orlando for nationals. So they just did amazing, and they are working really hard to come up. They want to be a part of the band, at the halftime show. So they're working hard on that for football, and every pep rally they want to do a performance to hype up the football team, get the students excited, get everybody there at the football game, ready to cheer on the Hornets. So.
Well, that sounds like y'all are going to be really busy this year.
But we are really busy already.
Yes, but it sounds like it's going to be really exciting, especially going to nationals and stuff this year. That's going to be really, really cool. Okay, so Miss Amy, we got another newbie here. This is our 3rd newbie.
Yes.
So this is your first year at Poplarville. We know that you've had some experience being a cheer coach before. This is your first year at Poplarville. So last year, Hometown Hype made a special feature surrounding the cheer team state win. So we've had our experience with the cheer team here on Hometown Hype. So what can we expect to see from you? And you can kind of tell us a little bit about yourself and your past and how you got to be the cheer coach over here at Poplarville.
Okay. Well, this is actually my 2nd year at Poplarville.
It's
So
yeah.
first year doing cheerleaders. But I came from a rival school. We won't mention any names, but I was the cheerleading coach there for about 12 years on and off. My own daughter cheered for me, and we did win state at that school in 2012. So I'm stepping into a pretty big role right now because Carrie Smith was phenomenal, and the girls were able to win state last year, and I'm super proud of them. We have a lot of those same girls returning. But we do have 22 cheerleaders, so we will move up in divisions this year. So
Oh, really? I didn't
we
know
will
that.
move from a medium squad to a large squad.
Okay.
And we have started practicing. They've had their first couple of major practices. We will learn routine coming up in the next couple of weeks. Put a little plug in there. We're going to have Hornet mini camp very soon as well, in about two weeks, so get ready for that. But other than that, they are working super hard, and I'm super proud of them, and we've got some great things happening.
Well, that sounds really, really awesome and really cool. I'm so glad that y'all came in and were able to talk with me and give me a little bit of insight on the band, cheer, and dance and the color guard. And I wish y'all the best of luck this year and hope that y'all have an exciting, fun year cheering on the Hornets.
Thank you.
Looks like we have a lot of enthusiasm surrounding the Hornet football team this year, and we can expect some great things from our supporting cast. They've been working really hard. But back with Coach Beech, last week we got a chance to watch the Hornets get into their very first play of the season with a Jamboree. We could tell that they were super fired up and really excited to play that game. Can you tell us what you saw that night? I know that you've had a chance to review film. What did you see during that game?
Well, first of all, we played a very talented, very well-coached football team. The Jeff Davidson County football team is a combination of Bassfield and Prentice, and as we all know, Bassfield's won 5 state championships in 6 years. So that's a talented group of kids and a talented community that play really hard and they know how to win. And so we went down, we traveled to Bassfield to play that team, and it was their first time they ever played together. And it was a battle, it was a war, and I thought we played really hard, we competed really well. We made a lot of mistakes, but we overcame those mistakes with just sheer effort and intensity. But we really didn't play very well, to be honest, and our kids know that. We miscommunicated and didn't execute things like we should have, but we can fix those things. The kids will just watch film and listen to coaches and get practice and correct some of those mistakes, and we'll be a lot better football team.
Well, that has to be very encouraging as a football coach to know that, I mean, y'all did win the Jamboree, technically, 7-0, and with a lot of mistakes made, y'all were still able to overcome that, like you said, with sheer intensity. So that has to be pretty encouraging for you to know that you can fix those things and clean it up and have a great team coming for Friday night.
Yeah, you can't coach hard and intensity and effort, so if you have that, you can fix all the other things. So we were proud of them. They played hard, but we should be able to fix and correct those mistakes that we made Friday night.
That's pretty awesome. Yes, absolutely. And when we come back, we're going to get the scoop on the coaches from the people who know them the best, their wives. But first, let's take a look at our first senior profile, sponsored by Way Out West. Hey everybody, and welcome to our senior profile. I'm here with Mr. Mike Strickland. And Mike, this is your senior year. Tell me a little bit about how long you've been playing football.
Well, I've been playing for 6 years, since I was in 7th grade. It's been a long time.
So you've been playing football for quite a while, but this is your senior year. You're in a leadership position. People are going to look up to you. Tell me about how you feel about going into this season.
I feel pretty good. I mean, we got a strong team. I mean, we're close bonded, especially after the last season. It's been a pretty good run.
Absolutely, y'all had a great run last year. And these are your parents, Miss Nancy and Mr. James. And Miss Nancy, tell me a little bit about how it is watching your son play as a senior this year. This is his last year. And I know that you have a lot of affiliation with the Poplarville Booster Club.
It's amazing watching the boys. It's amazing watching everything that they've accomplished and how much of a team they are. So it's really cool. It's cool to watch your son go out on the field every night, so every Friday night. So awesome.
Absolutely. And Mr. James, you too. I mean, this is your son. This is his senior year. Tell us a little bit about how it is watching, father and son, watching him out here play football.
Oh, we're just all proud of what they bring to the sport and hope they continue on with it.
Absolutely. Well, it was so nice getting to meet all of y'all. And Mike, I wish you the best of luck on your senior year, man.
Thank you.
We'd like to thank our sponsor, Way Out West, to make the J Beech Show possible. Last year, we interviewed a lot of the coaches, but to get to know them a little bit better, we invited the ladies to the studio to talk football season at home. Hi, and welcome to this special segment of Hometown Hype. I'm here with the coaches' wives. And why don't we start off by everybody kind of introducing yourself and tell us a little bit about your family and about you.
I'm Lauren Beech. I'm Coach Beech's wife. We have 3 kids. We have a 9-year-old son, a 6-year-old daughter, and a 3-year-old son. And I'm an engineer. I work in the aerospace industry.
I'm Lauren Owen. I'm married to Coach Owen, and we have 3 children, 1 senior, 1 3rd grader, and a 4-year-old, and I teach at Poplarville High School.
I'm Holly Johnson. I'm married to Coach Adam Johnson. We have 2 girls, 8 and 4, and I teach gifted at the Poplarville Lower Elementary.
Hester, and I'm married to Coach Rocky Hester. We have 3 sons, a 10th grader and 2 3-year-olds, and I teach at the middle school of Poplarville.
And I'm Carol DeWeese, and I'm married to Coach DeWeese, and just like Chris, I'm a teacher. I teach 8th grade English.
Awesome, you guys. So I have a couple of questions here for each of you, and they're kind of sporadic. So I'll start off with Miss Holly. And first off, what is football season like at your house? Like, tell us the whole thing. How does it go down?
Well, it's really busy. We hardly ever see Coach Johnson. He's probably gone 3 or 4 nights a week, late nights, painting the field, washing the laundry, just driving the bus. So I sometimes feel like a single parent, but it's all worth it because we have the support from all of the wives, and we're just ready for some Hornet football.
That's pretty amazing that y'all all kind of work together as coaches' wives. I'll talk to Miss Carol next, your Coach DeWeese's wife. How much do you and Coach DeWeese talk football at home?
Well, we talk football a little bit. Usually Coach DeWeese, he will call his friends or other coaches or his brother to talk football the day after on Saturday mornings. But usually if there's certain plays that he's excited about, he'll ask me if I saw them. And of course, I'm watching the game, I saw them. But he wants to share that excitement and know that I was watching the game. So we talk a little bit.
Pretty cool, awesome. Miss Owen, you're next. Are there any times that you feel as though the players may become part of your family, like they really stick out and come into your home almost?
Yes, every year I gain about 17 new sons, and I usually get them in 9th grade and kind of follow them through high school. They come to my house, they have dinner at my house. I have a little drawer in my classroom with lotion and Band-Aids for the football players or whatever they need. So yeah, I get really close with them.
Yeah, I have a really strong connection with those. And I know last year you had a really good connection with a particular player, Jesse Purnell, who's now playing at PRCC.
Yes, he is my other son, one of my other sons.
I see that. That's pretty awesome. So, Miss Harmony, I'm going to talk to you next. As you are all sitting in the stands, I'm sure that y'all hear a lot of different things up there. Do you tell Coach Rocky pretty much everything that you hear up there?
I tell him everything that I hear, and he doesn't.
Watch out.
He doesn't always appreciate it. But when the season's good, the comments are good.
Right.
So it's been great in the last years.
Absolutely. Well, that's pretty cool. Everybody watch out. What you're saying up there gives it back to the coaches. Ms. Lauren Beech, I'll talk to you next. Have you ever had a disagreement on a coaching call? Like, have you ever had to give him his coaching advice?
Well, I don't know if we've ever really had a disagreement, but I'm pretty opinionated about what's going on in the games, and I'm probably the first one blowing up his phone after the game, asking him why this happened, why that happened. You know, I watch film with him on the weekends when we have time, and if there's really good play, you know, he's trying to explain to me what call he made. And if there's really bad play, then I'm like, why'd you do that? You know. So I mean, I ask a lot of questions, and he tries to educate me. Or I try to educate him.
Right. Sometimes as girls, we know our football.
Yeah.
You know, we get
I've
there.
gotten a lot better over the years. So.
Us seeing in the stands, we can see more than they can see right there.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. Well, now we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to have a little game called Coach or Wife. So. coach or wife, just to kind of give us a little bit more insight on you and your coaches. So what's going to happen is I have a couple of questions here, just some fun stuff, and whenever I ask the question, like this first one, who handles the finances, you'll either say coach or wife. Which one of you actually does that? So that's going to be the first one. So let's go ahead and start off of which one handles the finances. Oh, so no coaches handle finances. Just go ahead and put that in the job description. They do not handle finances. Okay. The next one is going to be the disciplines the children. Okay, we got a little bit more variety here. Coaches. All right. So the next question is, who is most likely to dance at a party? Kind of contemplating there. Don't really want to go with me. Neither. So y'all don't like to have fun at parties? Y'all don't like to dance?
We like to have fun. We don't like to dance.
Oh, okay. I got you. I feel you on that one. So you get down at the parties. Okay. I see. All right. Who talks too much?
Oh, that's a joke.
Okay, we got some more variety going in. Oh, he talks way too much. I feel you, girl. Coach Owen. No, sometimes I feel like I have to get the words out of him. Okay, so most likely to sleep late.
Really?
Oh, really? I like sleep.
I like to sleep.
You like to sleep too? I think Miss Lauren likes to sleep, but he likes to sleep. Yeah. All right. Who is the most athletic? Wow. Golly, us girls, we got to get better on that. We're powder puff football. That's the next thing. That's the next thing we're gonna do. Okay. The most competitive. Oh. Wow. I like that. Coaches are that. Hey, that's their job, right? Well, I'd like to thank y'all all for coming in and talking with me and having a little bit of fun. And I hope that everybody watching this video kind of got to know the coaches a little bit more and got to know y'all a little bit more. So thank you everybody for watching, and thank y'all.
Thank you.
It was a lot of fun to be with the girls, and we sure missed two of them. Mrs. Jenny Story and Mrs. Sunny Russell weren't able to attend, but we'll be trying to get them later on this season. But now let's get back to business with Coach Beech. Let's talk about the first game of the regular season against Picayune. Picayune had a great run last year, just like we did. They are 5A, and they excelled in their division. Tell me a little bit about why we picked a bigger school that did great last year to be the first one on our schedule this year. What was going through your mind whenever you made that schedule?
Well, because of our recent success, it's hard to just go out and pick and choose exactly who you want to play and where you want to play them. With us doing better, some of the smaller schools and schools in our own classification really don't want to play us anymore in the preseason. So, but Picayune was willing and ready and able to, and we felt it'd be fun and exciting to play them, and they should bring a lot of people, and it'll be exciting and fun.
Absolutely, you'll definitely get to see where you stand against a good team right off the bat.
Yeah, they're a great team, very physical opponent. We try to pride ourselves in being physical, and they've been known for years as being one of the most physical teams in the state. So we'll get to see exactly how physical we are, and it'll be a good test for us, and it'll be fun. It'll be entertaining, to say the least.
Absolutely, it'll be a fun game to watch, if anything. So take me through a week leading up to a game. Y'all have Picayune this coming Friday. It's Monday. Starting in, like I say, you're coming in Monday. What does the week look like preparing for that Friday night?
Well, on Mondays is watching film, preparing, kind of correcting your mistakes from Friday. Then you watch a little bit on your opponent, and then you begin installing the game plan. Coaches make the game plan over the weekend. A few new plays a week, usually. A few new special plays for each opponent, and we'll start installing those on Monday, and then we usually have JV and ninth grade games on Monday as well. So it's somewhat of a short practice for the varsity, but for a JV player, they got to practice on Monday and then get dressed and go play a game, whether it be home or on the road. So it could be a long night for the sophomores and juniors. And then on Tuesday is another long day for us. We lift weights during our school period, fourth period. And then we go out and practice in full pads, a good long practice. And then Wednesday we go out during school, during fourth period. And we usually end it by 5:30, so our kids can go to church. And Thursday is a walkthrough in junior high games. Our coaches, 4 of our coaches coach junior high football as well, so that's a long night for them on Thursday nights. But for the kids, it's just a walkthrough during fourth period. And Friday's game day.
Sounds like a busy week, man.
It's a busy week, very busy.
Absolutely, stays busy all throughout football season.
Yeah.
So it's football.
Football, and maybe a little bit on Saturday you get to see your family.
There you go. There you go. Have some fun then. So let's talk about Picayune. Do you have any kind of certain things that you're looking at them, or any kind of certain things that you see about Picayune that you feel maybe you will excel at with your team, and maybe some weaknesses that you have against them, or strengths that you have against them?
Really, Picayune doesn't have any weaknesses. Their offense, one of the most dangerous offenses in the state. They run the ball 90% of the time, just like we do, but it's extremely hard to stop. You don't need to let them. Our offense needs to hold on to the football and control the ball and get a lot of first downs to keep them off the field. We have a lot of faith in our defense, we do, and we got some good players, great players, but if our offense can't control the ball, we're going to be in trouble.
Well, Coach Beech, I'd like to thank you for coming in and talking about the game with me and talking about this coming Friday. Everybody tune back in next week, Wednesday at 8:30 for the Jay Beech Show. I'm Mackenzie Harris, brought to you by Hometown Hype.